Youth Against Corruption. As it documented in Atharva Veda, the wealth earned through pious means flourishes. Through pious means it grows. Those who earn through dishonest means they are destroyed. There is also a mention in Kautilya Arthashastra about corruption. Corruption is widespread all over the world. India is not only an exemption. So let's see what are the types of corruption. Bribery. Bribery means a dishonest way of collection of money, even extortion. It may be told as forcefully collecting money or demanding money. Next comes fraud, embezzlement, you can even known as theft. Nepotism. Nepotism means favoring towards one's own family if the father is leader. So obviously he can collect, the son can collect the money from the father in favor of nepotism. Cronyism, as we have studied earlier. Next, influence peddling. Peddling means selling illegal drugs. And next last it comes to speed money. Speed money means it may has a routine or process or service such approving permit or clearing shipment. So this speed money, instead of getting its process, sometimes they try to earn money in illegal way. These are the terms used par or the face value with the corruption. That are bribery, extortion, fraud, embezzlement, nepotism, cronyism, influence in peddling and speed money. As Ram Ahuja opined, the use of public power for private profits in the way that constitute a breach means violation of law or deviation from the norms of the society. Avasthi and Mahesh reviewed corruption as the deliberate and intentional exploitation. So these public officers or public power, they used to do deliberately, done consciously and intentional exploitation of his own, means one's own position, status and resources, directly or indirectly, for personal aggrandizement. Aggrandizement means personal improvement. Independent India has seen scams like frauds like Fairfax, Bofors, share deals, stamp papers, folders, 2G spectrums, Adarsh housing, call and others involving billions of rupees of public money. In spite of these scams of fraud, corruption persists in all walks of life, including education, health, administration and politics. Next, the need of hour is to come out this bane. This bane means this distress, and to have good governance. So it means how to control youth in corruption. It requires the following ways. Let's see. Number 1, education. Education, it includes formal and informal education, has to encompass not only curricula. So the formal and informal education not only include syllabus but also the value of life. School, colleges and universities, while framing curricula or syllabus, should focus to motivate both the faculty power and the pupil means and the student to awaken against the corruption at different levels. As Kothari Commission rightly said, it is an ad hoc commission. Ad hoc commission means if when it is necessary, it may practice to examine all aspects of education sector. So the Kothari Commission rightly observed the destiny of a nation is shaped in the classroom. Number 2, morality. Morality means ethics or moral values. Gandhi, in the wake of removal of corruption, said, "On this earth there is enough for everyone's need, not for greeds. The youth should be able to differentiate what is need and greed." More than half of the total population in India comes between the age of 18 to 35. So these people between 18 to 35, this is an asset to be utilized to the core to build a strong India against corruption, which is a white collar criminality. Corruption, I told that earlier, these government officials or leaders, they used to get the corruption. That's why they are known as white collar criminals. They have to follow the policy of live and let live. 3, means and ends. By adopting democratic values, maintaining transparency. Transparency means accountability or proof, following peaceful ways and tolerance, respecting elders. Youth have to fight against corruption. Number 4, role models. As Swami Vivekananda gave a clarion call to the youth. Clarion call means loud and clear call to the youth. He tells, "Awake, arise and stop not till the goal is reached." As per Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, he has reached lack of students and youth. He called them to get good education, being better human beings, and through eradicating corruption. attain the best governance. Number 5. Youth movement. Lok Nayak Jayaprakash Narayan is the pioneer of total revolution, inspired youth during 1970s to revolt against the corrupt administration who traveled all over India to fight against this evil. During 1980s, All Assam Students Union, ASU, this is one of the important one, ASU, you may expect one question, expand ASU. So, in 1980s, All Assam Student Union ASU fought against the corrupt administration which had threatened northeastern states. Today, the mood of the country, especially the mood of youth against corruption on war footing. So it means the war against corruption is perceived as the mother of all wars. It means the money which paid to the war, it is not in direct means, but that is in indirect means. The same sense it includes the war against corruption is perceived or viewed as the mother of all wars. Instead of fighting, instead of having war, the money is not paid directly, the money is paid indirectly to corruption. Anti-corruption movement, it is a movement for those who have been cheated from those public of powers. So anti-corruption movement gathered momentum when Sri Anna Hazare kick-started the movement and gave calls to the youth to join him in a fight against corruption under the banner of India Against Corruption IAC. With regard to the anti-corruption movement, so the overall effect of youth movement against corruption have resulted in the creation of the institution named as Lokpal. So the institution, it is an anti-corruption institution. So here in Lokpal, the acts was passed such as right to information RTI, right to education RTE, Sakal, introduction of transparency in election funding. These all about the youth against corruption.